Welcome back to Psychotronic Coast to Coast, and we are beginning our special, mega, ultra Christmas special, which is we're watching all five Silent Night, Deadly Night films. And I'd never seen a single one of these, but I own all five, so we decided to watch them so I can finally say, fuck it, I've seen them. Plus,
I've
there's
seen.
rumors that the first one's getting a deluxe Blu-ray treatment next year from someone. So maybe watching it to see if I want that or not. And the answer is yes, I do, but we'll get to that later.
I've seen 4 out of 5 of them.
4 out of 5 from Owen Neal, my co-host, every week here as we delve into the dungeon of despair and dreck, and also some good stuff too. So what we do here is we watch movies. Some of them are bad, some are good. Generally, we watch late night TV, drive-in, grindhouse, direct-to-video genre flicks. And we watch them from all over the world, though mostly we've been focusing on America lately, but that's just because we're just getting started. So, Owen,
Yes.
are we ready to dive into this psychotic psycho killer Santa? Psycho killer Santa? There you go.
Yeah. Now you want me to sing that song?
Psycho killer! Say. I fucking love that song. Part of the reason why I love Tommaso Ciampa so much. Anyway, that's not neither here nor there. Alright, let's take us through it.
All right. So it's Christmas Eve. The parents are taking the baby and young Billy to see Grandpa in a, I don't know what it'd be, hospital, living. He's basically crazy.
Yeah, it's like hospice care. Probably not hospice care, but it's a special care place for him and his issues.
It's kind of set up that he's been just basically a non-talking vegetable for years.
Poor guy.
And the
Just
parents
kill me
go
at
off.
that point, by the way. I'm done. I'm toast. I'm out of here. Anyway.
And the parents go off to talk to the nurse about, if there's any progress. And Grandpa immediately grabs the kid and starts telling him that Santa's real and he's going to punish him for being naughty.
Oh, yeah. And then what happens?
While they're driving home, Mom's getting pissed off because, of course, no parents ever believe their kid when they're telling them the truth.
In movies.
About how Santa's talking, and not Santa, but Grandpa's talking. He's like, no, he hasn't. You're dumb, kid. She doesn't say that, but she says it with her eyes.
She's got the judgy bitch look in her eyes. They're like, hey, let's
Yeah,
not be a judgy bitch, huh?
And he's freaking out about he doesn't want Santa to come because he's gonna get punished. And they see a car stopped, and it's Santa, who we saw earlier just shoot up a guy at a gas station that he robbed for $20.
Yeah, that happens when you're an asshole. Karma fucks with you.
So he approaches the car. Kid's freaking out. He doesn't hesitate very long before he pulls the gun out. So the dad tries to back away, but he gets shot. And then the mom gets pulled out, and the top gets ripped off, and her throat gets slit as he hides in the bushes.
Why? Now, I'm going to stop here. Why the fuck does he open her top just to slit her throat? Why? Just fucking kill her if you're going to kill her. I mean...
On the back, it claims that Billy was traumatized by his parents' Christmas Eve rape and murder.
Oh, so is there just
this
more...
claims that both parents were raped.
Is there like a scene missing that we haven't found of the rape sequence of the father? His corpse just laying there, just being like
We don't
for
see
10 minutes?
any rape.
Yeah, it just
It
suddenly
looks like he's going to.
Yeah, and then suddenly
Slaps him.
he fucking kills her, which I'm okay with.
Kills
I'm
her.
just saying, it's just weird.
And then he goes over to the bushes.
Rather nonsensical in this manner. Where at least if he was crazy and he's raping her, you're like, oh, it's an exploitation film. Of course I gotta do the rape thing, whatever. And you can get over it, but now we're just like, they're gonna get, what? That just makes no sense now. He just goes, ha, boobs, dead. Like, what?
Yeah, because he goes looking for the kid, and then it just like smash cuts to him in a little older, an orphanage.
Yep.
So I have to assume he hid in the bushes while that guy went back and raped both of his dead parents. According to the back, anyway.
Maybe he was. Yeah, well, in the flashback, it does look like he's fucking Like that does make it look like the Santa is humping the mom.
I can just imagine
Not
him
saying
like
that
yelling.
like it's maybe she's dead and maybe he is in his necrophilia, but Jesus Christ.
He's just going at it with both the dead parents, yelling like, "You watching this, kid? You
While
like
the
that?"
baby in the baby seat's crying the whole time. Christ. It's a
Yeah,
horror. That's a terrible fucking image. Jesus.
there was no completion of that story. There's no they caught him.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Who knows? But yeah, now he's Jesus. Now he's in
Cat.
a now he's in an orphanage, and everyone's drawing pictures of Santa. So he brings his up to hang on the board, and it's Santa stabbed a bunch and a decapitated reindeer.
Decapitated reindeer. Jesus.
Yeah. What'd the reindeer do? Isn't it Santa that's bad?
Yeah, I know, right? Like
I
what?
guess it is.
It's an animal, damn it.
It's his transportation. So if you get rid of
Oh,
that, Santa can't show up.
that's true. If you do murder the reindeer, Santa can't murder your family. So I guess that does make sense in some weird twisted logic.
So he gets punished and sent to his room by the evil nun, Mother Superior.
Oh, I
I'll call
hate
her
Mother
evil.
Superior. Evil nun's perfect. She's an evil penguin.
So then the nice nun goes and tells him he can go outside. So he gets dressed up, even though he's not supposed to leave his room. He gets dressed up, but he hears some noises and does a little peeping and creeping.
I'm sorry for laughing, but if you're longtime viewers, just know that cat just took a dump. Came flying through the door like a crazy cat, and we all know that cat just took a dump. Anyway,
Maybe.
maybe.
It hasn't hit me yet.
Just give it a minute. It's gonna waft in still.
But yeah, he's peeping and creeping on some teens having sex. Or
Older.
laying naked together at least.
They're attempting to have sex. They're about to have sex at least.
And
they get real
Mother
fucking
Superior,
close.
Mother Superior tosses him across the hallway. And she goes in there and beats the shit out of him with a belt. And then he runs outside. Of course, she comes out and she seems angry at first. You know, what'd you see? Nothing. She's like, okay, good. But you're not supposed to be outside. So then she brings him inside, beats him with a belt.
Even though the other nun said he could go outside.
Yep.
And beats the shit out of him with a belt, too.
Yeah, and then he ends up...
She's evil, basically. That's what the movie is telling us, and I don't like her because of that. Because she's evil.
He's finally allowed to come downstairs, gets his present, but then she forces him to sit on Santa's lap, which he promptly punches Santa right in the face.
I would have punched him in the dick, but that's just me. Bam! Right in his jolly good fucking bread basket.
See, the thing is, the nice nun is saying how, you know, obviously he's still tormented by what happened to his parents. The other nun's like, he didn't see anything, and I don't need your opinion because you're nobody. It's pretty much what she says to the other nun. But, you know, the good nun knows, obviously, he's still tortured by what happened. But she figures out just sticking him on Santa's lap, that'll cure him. The thing that he saw murder and rape his parents, he wants to sit on that lap.
Yeah, in that order, by the way, murder and rape. We definitely established that's murder then rape.
He wakes up with a nightmare. She grabs him, ties him in the bed. Just a lot of scenes of him being pretty much tortured by this nun.
Yep, setting up the reason why. And you know, people getting on Rob Zombie's shit for the Halloween remake, but this is basically the same thing. You know.
Yeah, but better.
Halloween is better. I agree. Yeah.
No.
Nope. Halloween remake is totally better than this.
Rob Zombie doesn't know shit.
Oh, you kiss my ass.
Let's get back to it.
Yes.
About a movie that's not crap.
Sadistic Santa, a movie that's worse than a Rob Zombie film.
We now cut to 18-year-old Billy. The nun's at a toy store trying to get him a job. That guy's being a dick until he sees how giant 18-year-old Billy is. Yeah. He's jacked as shit.
He's built like a brick shit house. I mean, like, He's like 6 foot tall. He's Santa with muscles before Santa was muscles.
Speaking of bottom 100 movies on IMDb.
Speaking of something we're gonna have to watch on the show at some point someday, we'll probably do Santa with muscles and Santa's sleigh or something, so we can like at least watch one good movie out of the pair. Maybe that's
We'll
next
save
year,
those.
maybe.
We'll save them for July, Christmas in July.
Oh no, July we've got Uncle Sam, dude.
You can watch that anytime.
No, we can't.
Isn't that just presidents?
Shh. It counts, damn it. It counts. It's Independence Day. It's when he kills people on the 4th of July. So
Oh.
the wars that Iraq war vet. He comes back. It's very prescient, damn it. Anyway, back to the most sadistic Santa film.
So you get a lot of shots of him working, a lot of awesome toys in the background, which I just kept staring at because I've seen the movie so many times. I just wanted to see what toys were buying.
I was also because the movie was kind of boring in this part. So
Yeah, it's just showing him working. There's a dick that works in the back with him. Just always has his feet up on the desk, not doing anything.
yeah, this guy's being an asshole. While during the montage, we clearly see Billy here. That's his name, right? Am I crazy?
Billy, yes.
Yeah. Billy is a very good worker. I mean, a little bit slow, but I mean, he gets his shit done, you know.
But as the holiday season creeps in, he gets more and more weird, freaked out, distracted.
Slow.
Yeah, because he just keeps he sees a guy dressed as Santa in the store and he starts sweating.
Yeah, he's having flashbacks. It's the problem, you know.
Santa gets injured ice skating. They need a Santa. They stick Billy in the suit. They give him some alcohol.
And then you know what happens, just like Kill Bill. Boing, 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 bump, ba-da, ba-da, da. What does Billy fucking do?
Well, not fully yet.
Not yet.
He's got the hots for a girl that works there. And he sees the asshole in the back that he works with take her back, which she seemingly goes, and they are kissing, but she doesn't seem to want to go all the way. So, of course, now they're
at the fucking holiday party where anyone could walk in. Yeah, she just want to fuck in the back of work, and this entitled asshole is basically gonna rape her because he wants what he wants and he doesn't give a shit. He's an entitled piece of shit.
The old top ripping flashback of his mom's top.
I think there's like 3 tops ripped in this movie, isn't there?
I think just 2.
In the dream sequence, doesn't he rip the chick's shirt open too?
No, they were already naked in the dream sequence.
Okay, so never mind then. So 2. There's 2 tops ripped open.
The other girl's just completely topless.
There's a lot of boobs in this movie. Just saying.
So that's the final. He fully snaps. You see his facial expression change.
Wee bwam, wee bwam. I fully expect you to replace me doing that with the actual music, please.
That's not as funny though.
Yeah, but you heard me the first time. You don't need it for the second time. You can just replace me the second time with the real thing.
Yeah.
That way you get best of both worlds.
I'll think about it.
You're a bastard.
So he strangles that guy with a pair of Christmas lights.
And it somehow makes him bleed all over the place.
Seemingly saving that girl from a raping.
But
she's
in
not
a bit of an overboard fashion, to be fair. He could have just choked him out. Instead, he hung him to death, you know.
She tells him that he's crazy and smacks him, so she gets gutted for being a bitch.
Well, to be fair, he murdered someone in front of her. I'm sure she didn't want, even though he was being a handsy piece of shit, I'm sure she didn't want him murdered. So, yeah. And her upsetness is justified. The problem is that none really fucked Billy's head up. So,
yeah.
Because he's done.
At first, and a lot of the other kills seem to be because naughty, right? Mm-hmm. He's going to rape her. That's naughty. I guess because she slapped him is naughty. But then he kills the drunk owner with a hammer.
At that point, he's done. That's what I'm saying. He's gone.
But I guess
he sees the rape start to happen.
I'm going to give logic to everything. He was drunk. That's naughty.
He's lost his fucking shit. And everyone in front of him is naughty at this point. He's just gone.
The woman he kills with a bow had a dumb hat on. That's naughty.
Somehow he's able to fire a bow with exact precision right through her lungs, having never shot a bow in his life, which, by the way, you can't do no matter what movies tell you.
He wasn't that far away though. Although it would have been funnier if he kept missing. It had to like stay right there.
If he missed her the first time and she's trying to open and she ducks the second time, and as she's trying to go for the second door, he hits her, that'd been cooler. That'd been an intense moment, you know.
But yeah, so then he's out the door with his fire axe, and like seconds later, the nun shows up and goes, "Yeah, I was right," because she does call, and the
Yeah.
guy's like, "Oh, he can't come to the phone. He's dressed as Santa," and she's like, "Oh
Oh,
fuck."
shit. Oh, fuck. That's not gonna do well with Billy, is it?
So when she shows up, sees everything, she ends up going to the police. Billy's now out and about. He ends up at a house where there's some people, which he should really not know anything, but people gonna have sex on a pool table. How he knows that, I don't know.
Yeah, you know. He knows. Whatever.
That's me trying to give logic to the movie. Like he knows they're being naughty. He
He's
truly
not
is Santa
Jason
Claus.
Voorhees. He's not like a supernatural entity that just
Yeah, he's
like
Santa. He's magical now.
like at least with Jason Voorhees, you're like, well, he can see on this resonant spectrum, right? So
Who
can,
says?
so he can see like pheromones. So when he sees sex pheromones goes off, he's like, oh shit, there's someone there to kill. Like that, you can like you can't do that with this because he's just some crazy person in a Santa outfit killing people.
No,
However,
he's become
continue.
Santa. He now knows if people are naughty or not.
He just gets the power of Santa. Oh god, the Santa Claus has a whole new meaning. So whoever kills him is now the new Santa Claus. Has to go around punishing who's naughty and nice. It brings a whole new meaning to that movie with Tim Allen, right?
Yes.
God.
But she hears the cat. The cat has a bell on it, which is probably most likely him outside with his bells on him. But she comes upstairs topless, opens the door, lets the cat in, and then he busts through with the axe, throws it at her and misses, and then impales her on some deer antlers.
Yeah, which is an homage, visually speaking, to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's kind of cool. It's a good
And
spot.
then
It's actually one of the better kills in the movie.
the boyfriend comes up, somehow completely oblivious to her hanging there when he's standing like a foot away from her.
Movie logic.
Why'd he even turn? I was like,
You know, characters
Yeah.
are dumb.
He puts a slight whooping on old Billy Claus.
Oh god, it's because Billy's a fucking loser.
But he decides to turn his back to the stairs where he just hit him over and get on the telephone to call the cops. And he gets tossed out a fucking window for it. And then there's a little girl who shows up and sees Santa. And you think he's going to do something bad, but she says she's been a good girl, so she gets a gift of a bloody box cutter that gutted the girl in the store.
Fucking
And she was
retarded.
really confused. I was hoping she'd be like, what is this shit? And then he'd be like, naughty.
Naughty! I think kill her for it, yeah.
You're not appreciative.
Unappreciative of my gift. Naughty, you cursed. Naughty.
And then there's some scenes of like, the cops are now looking for Santa. They see one climb through a window. They bust in with a gun, but it's just the girl's dad dressed as Santa coming through her window.
Yeah, to be fair, they were being good cops. They were looking for a guy who's psycho in a Santa outfit, and then they saw Santa climbing in a window. You know, they're doing their job. At least they didn't fucking kill him like that poor goddamn kid in Halloween.
I was still hoping they would have. Just started blasting him.
Or is it Halloween 2? I think it's Halloween 2.
For some reason, I wanted cops running around town just shooting everyone dressed as Santa, like no questions asked. Like, that's not him. Just a rampage of Santa killing. But it didn't happen. And then there's scene of some bullies stealing a sled. Then one of them gets his head chopped off, and his decapitated body keeps sliding down the hill.
Ow. Yeah, and the other one just gets to find it. And that's it. Doesn't get killed for his efforts. Just gets to find the corpse. And to be fair, it's a pretty hilarious kill. As he like swings out like a fucking baseball and just knocks his head right off. And it's his headless corpse, which, by the way, he's had to push the sled for every scene they've done. And the minute he has no head, the sled goes by itself, no problem. Magically. And the head rolls the wrong way somehow. Down the hill. The force would have made it go the other direction. But, you know, whatever. Hey.
I assume Billy kicked it.
Maybe. Or he rolled it like a creepy fuck. Like, ha ha
Bowling
ha.
ball.
Yeah, like a bowling ball, exactly.
Maybe he
Like,
golfed it with the axe.
oh yeah, that would have been a great deleted scene. The guy's like, oh my
Like he,
god, oh, and
the
you
kid
kick it,
sees
and he's like,
this,
oh god, yeah.
or we just see like the sled coming down, and then you just hear it in the distance, four, and
Man,
the head comes
there's
down.
a remake of this movie called Silent Night. We should probably watch too.
I don't remember liking it,
Mm.
but anyways,
I was just
uh,
mentioning. Anyway,
yeah.
they should have made a humorous remake of this. That would have been great.
The best part about the remaker, it's not even a remake. It's just a guy in a Santa suit, pretty much.
It's
But
inspired by the idea. It's a remake in the fact that it's the same idea.
it's got what's
That's
it,
it.
Michael McDowell in it.
Right. And that's the kind of remake I prefer. The ones that are just like it's the same idea, but a new way of going with it, and it's a different story, right? Like that's cool.
But it's Michael McDowell, I believe. He's a cop and he doesn't want to do anything. He's the best part. He's like, oh, this is happening. Ah, bullshit. And he just like sits in his office. I'm like, he's not doing anything.
Okay, we definitely got to watch that at some point.
Should we watch the Home Alone he's in too?
No,
Yes.
I'd rather not
He's
watch any of the Home Alones. If we can help it.
Come on, he breaks into a house to steal a painting or
Is
some
that
shit.
4 or 5?
I think it's 5.
Oh God, no. Ask me in 2 years when we run out of bad holiday movies to watch.
That's
Probably.
officially the double feature for next week.
No. No.
I said so.
No. I won't watch it. I'm not watching it. No.
That's not how the rules are.
Nope. No. No.
It's too late. Let's get back to the movie.
I don't veto many things, but no. Back to the movie.
So the nun and the detective figure out, he's gonna go to the orphanage. So they send a cop over there. Kids are out playing. Santa shows up, which I don't remember him telling him to stop. I remember he just said, "Get away, kids," and started firing in the back of the Santa.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. He was a terrible fucking cop. Just
But,
shot in cold blood a fucking poor bastard.
It's not Billy.
Nope.
It's Father something who's deaf, which we learned because the nun's like,
Earlier in the movie, they were talking about how they needed to replace with Santa and they needed that guy or whatever. So like I remember that. So
yeah. But it's like, pretty sure he doesn't tell them to stop. He just tells the kids to get away and shoots. But maybe he does. But in the car, it's established like, of course he didn't hear him tell him to stop. He's deaf. But now that cop that shot the guy is wandering around the orphanage outside, waving his gun around. I also like when he's in there and he's like, she's like, what is the evil nun's like, what's going on? He's like, the detective will explain it to you. I'm not telling you shit. I also like, she's like, nothing must harm these children. And I just start laughing. He's like,
yeah, from
except
her,
for
right?
you.
Except for her. Like she doesn't realize all the abuse she's causing these kids. Like these poor kids are going through puberty. They're like, oh hey, there's some naked flesh, and then they're getting beaten while they have these boners. So like they're associating their pain with their pleasure, and then they get fucking tied up. They have nightmares. So they're like, she's making like S&M freaks. They don't even realize she's making sinners. She's probably a fucking S&M freak. Doesn't realize it either. She doesn't know why she likes to do this shit. Why this is a form of punishment. She pushes all that pleasure down so hard that, she doesn't realize she's basically coming every time she beats these fucking kids. Like a fucking
Jesus.
weirdo. Well, it's like up here. It's happening up here, the happy center goes off. She doesn't realize it. The happy center's going off and she thinks that's being sent to her by like God. That's her doing a good job. When it's not. It's her sexual deviancy polluting her fucking brain. That's why it's so fucking ironic when she's like, nothing shall harm these children. You're like, but you are fucking all of these children's heads up. Not saying that those things mean that you're fucked in the head, just that these people may not have gone that direction had she not had these experiences.
Well, let's be fair. Maybe some of the kids are good and they've never been beaten by her.
There's probably plenty of kids who get along great with her. To be fair, She's fucking up many of these children's brains. Troubled kids. Anyway,
The old super cop that shoots people in the back.
He's the greatest. I love him.
He,
It's like,
he
hey,
sees a door.
stop. What? Boom. You're like, what the fuck? I didn't even get a chance to stop when you shot me, you asshole.
He sees a door flapping outside. Goes in this little basement that has like a furnace, which you weren't paying attention to. I was making jokes about how it was the one that Freddy was burnt in.
Yeah, I missed that joke. I got distracted by getting the stream set up. So.
It was a quality joke, by the
It
way.
probably was in the context a quality joke. I will give you that. I
But
probably would have at least chuckled.
there's nothing down there. He comes up the stairs and boom, axe to the chest. Good first person view of him falling down the stairs. They just chucked a camera down the stairs, pretty much.
Pretty much.
And now Billy's at the door, hiding the axe behind his back. A kid, even though they just saw Santa get fucking shot, gets excitingly stands up and opens the door.
Santa's a zombie. Oh,
And
son of a bitch.
he comes in. He's gonna axe that nun right in the face, and boom, detective and the other nun show up. He gets shot in the back. Another back shooting by police.
At least it's the right person this time. I swear I would have waited 2 more seconds to let that nun get an axe in the chest first.
The other nun was like, wait.
Now go. Okay, now
She's
go.
gone. If she's gone, I become head nun.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
But before he dies, he says, "You're now safe, children. Santa's gone." And then also before, like when he says naughty, Billy says naughty, and you get a reaction from his brother. By the way, his brother, the baby's now like
Ricky
a kid.
is his name.
Ricky. He reacts. He realizes it's Billy. So then now Billy's dead. Camera goes up, follows the axe, goes up to Ricky, and he says naughty while looking at the nun, which makes no sense, but
because she knows probably. Anyway, so yeah, that's fucking Silent Night Deadly Night. That was a pretty rad ride, actually. Enjoyed that. I'd probably buy that in Blu-ray if that deluxe edition shows up as prophesized.
I haven't seen a ton of Christmas horror, but this is probably one of my favorites.
Well, we are watching all 5 of these, plus we're doing Christmas Evil and Don't Open Till Christmas, right? That's the plan? For sure?
Yes.
Okay.
But just be knowing that since you've never seen these, it's all downhill from here.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm 100% sure that I'm sure that Home Alone 4 will probably be better than one of these movies, but
no. Wait.
Maybe not.
Home Alone 4 is the worst Home Alone. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know how bad these get. Here's
5.
one of these you haven't seen. You don't know, man. I've seen Halloween 4. I'm not going to even watch Halloween 5. I'm good.
No, I'm just saying out of the Home Alones, 4 is easily the turd.
Fair. Had that dumb kid with the bowl cut I hate. Anyway.
Yeah.
I hear Toy Maker's pretty interesting, even if it's bad. So that'll be fun.
There's barely any Christmas in part 4.
So you've watched Better Watch Out and Initiation, right?
Yeah, Initiation is one like there's one Christmas scene. That's it.
Yeah, I hear they have tangential connection from here out, from the third one out.
But it has
I guess the third one has Ricky in it, but it's so, I guess, far removed.
Supposedly, Clint Howard is Ricky in the 4th one.
Oh.
How he went from Bill Moseley to like 3 feet shorter.
Actors are actors. That's not the point.
I don't even know. Like at one point they just call him Ricky. I'm like, is he supposed to be the one from part 2 and 3?
Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to that actually. I really, really, really laughed at the sledding scene. That was great. And then the antler kill was really great. Actually, I really liked that. Even if 3 seconds later there was a shitty movie IQ. Huh? Oh, there's the dead body. Even with that moment, I still think that was a really cool kill.
Yeah, we watched the uncut or whatever, where they put the scenes back in
with all the extra gore footage.
Which is, man, it would have been really boring without it, because it's like
all of them.
You would have saw hardly anything.
You would have saw the head roll down the hill. You would have seen for like 2 seconds. You would have seen that severed head, the severed body roll.
And like
Like scroll, the third body's on screen for 2 seconds, then it's back to his reaction, and then the head rolls and he screams, and that's like it would have been like so
It would
abrupt,
have been, it would have been really confusing when he killed the girl with a box cutter because the whole box cutter scene was cut. So
right?
it would have been him like going for her, and then it would have just cut to her like on the floor. There
And
would have been no actual kill.
and we wouldn't gotten a shot of the kill either because the gore from that was a fucking extra. So
I'd
it
been
would
like,
have been
did
like we
she
were seeing her on the
faint?
ground. There's blood coming from her mouth. So we see her for like a split second, and then it like goes back to his reaction, and then it's a fucking cut sequence of you actually see the slash, right? So like all the like yeah, that would have been like really confusing too.
And it's funny is a lot of the stuff that was also cut wasn't even gore. It was people reacting to
Yeah.
seeing gore.
To be fair, there was a few shots. I'm like, yeah, I can see where they cut that. Like some of those reaction shots we didn't need because we got a reaction a second later, the different reaction. You know what I mean? Like it. Like I get it. Like a lot of those things. I'm like, that's fine. But why the gore? The gore was kind of important, you know, for rating, obviously. But so yeah, I think it's ironic that we get to the fifth movie and Mickey Rooney's in it, and this movie was condemned. This first one was condemned by Mickey Rooney for polluting the sanctity of Christmas with its filth. And he swears he was tricked, but I think the answer was he was given a big fat check, and he's like, all right, fuck it.
Well, it probably wasn't actually called Silent Night, Deadly Night.
No, it was just called The Toy Maker. But
yeah, he's like, oh, family friendly.
to be fair, the Silent Night, Deadly Night people came to me after I gave them a lot of shit, and they're like, hey, dude, we'll give you a fuck ton of money to come do that. And I'm like, all right, fuck it.
Make
And
it
still
generic.
I would still talk shit about it. I'm like, don't see it. I was in it. It's still awful.
Make a generic Christmas horror movie. We'll buy it for cheap and slap Silent Night, Deadly Night on it.
We've also got like Caesar and Otto's Deadly Xmas over here that I would like to watch at some point. That'd probably be next year. In fact, next year we'll probably do the triumvirate of Caesar and Otto films during Thanksgiving season. Because there's a Halloween one, a Thanksgiving one, and a Christmas one. So we'll do it during Thanksgiving to watch, since there's not a lot of Thanksgiving movies.
Pretty sure there's a camp one too.
That's the Halloween one.
Oh, is that a camp?
Yeah.
Why would you be at a camp on Halloween?
I
That's
don't
dumb.
know.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever
And then
heard.
there's there's the Halloween, the Thanksgiving one, I think. I had I got Wild Eye sent me the Deadly Xmas like 3 years ago. I've been meaning to watch it, so.
Slacking.
Dude, you have no idea. I've got probably 25 to 30 screeners I haven't watched. Wild Eye stopped sending me movies because I stopped reviewing them because I was like overwhelmed with all sorts of other shit going on in my life, you know. I don't blame them in one bit. I'm sure if I contacted them, they'd start sending them again, but.
I'm over here with 0 screeners.
Well, the plan is once we catch up on the actual screeners from all of them, I'll actually contact them and start getting shitty screeners for us to watch again. So, if you had the ability to rip the disc and send me the file, I just had them send them to you if you wanted them. But oh well.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, we'll get to that point. As it is, I have to rip them and send them to you so we can watch them, which is not a big deal. It's within my legal rights.
As a first-time viewer of this movie, what are you giving it? What'd you think?
I give the movie 3 out of 5 stars. It's a pretty decent little slasher film. I would have trimmed a few things, cut a few pieces of dialogue, killed the fucking nun. That would have been like the only things I would have changed if I had control of the movie. Otherwise, I think it's a pretty solid flick, and I would own it. Pleasantly surprised, by the way.
I give it higher. I give it 4 out of 5 because I fucking love this movie.
Now, if I'm going to give it a slasher genre only, out of slashers, it's a 4-star out of 5 slasher. It's probably one of the better slashers out there. But in the grass realm of movies, it's not a 4-star movie, in my opinion. But.
And I would go opposite of you. I would add more footage.
Okay. Just
more killing.
More killings?
Just him, like more. Just I wanted to see.
I would have
his
trimmed down a lot of the
trip.
dialogue stuff. Is my point. I would have trimmed it down so we can get to the killing faster.
I would have liked to seen his entire trip plotted on a map, from the store to it, and a bunch of killing on the way. Just like someone walking down the street.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Just hacking some old lady with her arms full of groceries, just right in the fucking stomach, and leave her to bleed out on the sidewalk.
And he'd always have to say naughty, and you'd just be really confused.
Naughty,
What
you're
do
like,
you
what?
do?
So there you go. There's the remake. There's an idea to do for the remake. The remake.
Well, my remake would have him have to face off against Bigfoot at the end.
Call it Deadly Night. Since we
Just
have a
out of
Silent
nowhere.
Night. We have a Silent Night remake. We make our remake Deadly Night, right? And he fights Bigfoot at the end because Bigfoot.
'Cause Bigfoot wants to preserve Christmas.
And it's a Bigfoot in a Santa hat, right?
They'll never know.
Never know. With curly shoes like an elf for some reason.
The fact that there is no Bigfoot killing someone on Christmas is a disgrace.
Yeah, there's no Christmas Yeti film. Like seriously?
Well, there's a children's animated Christmas Yeti film.
Okay, that's fair at least. But there's no like horror Christmas Yeti film. Seriously?
Not that I know of.
That's very unfortunate. If anybody
pitched
knows
one.
differently, just give us a comment below, man.
I pitched one on the podcast I haven't put up yet. Brad Chickenstein. Go subscribe. I was
Sweet.
talking to Amy, and I pitched the idea of Christmas Eve. Everyone's getting ready in a suburban neighborhood, all snowy and lit up, and then Bigfoot just comes and starts like jumping through windows and killing people.
Nice.
For no reason. I was like, it's Christmas. Blood on the snow looks good.
Blood on the white Yeti fur.
There's
So
no Yeti.
I'm doing a
Nothing
spot in that
like
show
that.
soon, aren't I?
You can be on anytime you want to be on it.
Well, put me on it, bro. Put me in the game.
Talk about anything you want.
All right, we'll talk about stuff. I don't know. 80s wrestling characters. And
Sure.
the Papa Shango Undertaker feud.
I have not talked about wrestling on there yet, so
I will bring some 80s joy, wrestling joy to us for that podcast then.
the one for Amy was all about Christmas horror movies.
Like if I do another episode of Cartoon Curious, I think we're gonna do rock and wrestling episodes.
I think Cartoon Curious is dead.
Aw, why?
We could just do it on Brad Chickenstein. Because I do need to watch Hogan's Rock and Wrestling.
I think it's still on the WWE Network. I should go check. It used to be on there. Anyway, so that's gonna get all cut out of the podcast version.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Silent Night, Deadly Night is an interesting slasher, a important moment in film history of holiday horror, and I highly recommend it. So 2 thumbs up. Skin Slip approved.
Yes. Some might not think so, but I consider it a classic.
Yep, stays in the collection. I'll probably upgrade it, even if I don't upgrade the rest of these movies.
Yes. Although I hate this set.
Oh, see, I got the newer set.
Is there 2 discs in it?
Yep.
Ah, bastard.
This is the
Got
one you
the
get on Amazon right now for $9.
Fucking double-sided disc. I hate them.
That one's out of print, actually. The one you have there. That was the one that was very rare for a long fucking time. I would say go on Amazon right now, and the link below, buy it for $9. It's the same one. I just bought this like a few years ago. It's the same one you can get now from Amazon. Yours has a booklet, mine doesn't. So there's the trade-off.
Got a little booklet in there.
So what you do is you get the new version, and you take the booklet and you move it over. And then you have a better version than even I have.
I mean, really, I'd only want to get it again if they put out the first one on Blu-ray, because otherwise I don't really give a shit. I don't need the fucking sequel.
I imagine the first one's coming out on Blu-ray, the second one's probably coming out at the same time, since they have pretty much the same footage in it.
Ugh, why would you waste your time?
Well, we're gonna watch it next week. So I guess we'll find out, huh? Garbage day next week, guys. So we'll see you then. Take it easy.